The barrage was unrelenting. Alien warships blotted out the skies over Novus, mercilessly bombarding the glittering metropolis below. After years of prosperity, humanity's magical capital faced annihilation. The Council of Mages met in emergency session, joined by the planet's elected leaders. Bitter arguments erupted between the technologists and the spellweavers. The former demanded increased production of antimatter bombs, while the latter called for summoning the Elders, powerful entities from beyond the veil. As the debate raged, the city burned. Millions perished under the onslaught. Time was running out. Finally, the Council agreed on a desperate course of action. The technologists would focus the planet's industrial might on force field generators to shield the city. Meanwhile, the spellweavers would gather their strength to summon an Elder. The sacrifice would be immense. The ritual required channeling Novus's life force, its vibrant biodiversity, its rich cultures, its very essence. Success meant obliteration. Failure guaranteed annihilation. The technologists withdrew to their factories. They did not comprehend the occult arts, but respect remained between both sides. As devastating impacts shook the planet, the generators spun to life. A shimmering dome crackled over the city, weakening the bombardment. It would not hold forever. In forgotten catacombs beneath the capital, the spellweavers began their incantations. Power built until the air thrummed with energy beyond comprehension. The lead archmage nodded, her lined face serene. It was time. As alien shells pounded the flickering dome, the mages unleashed the spell. Reality trembled. A towering silver rift tore through existence itself. From that yawning abyss, an unknowable presence stirred, called forth to rend and ruin. In high orbit above the beleaguered world, the Kithvai fleet hesitated as unearthly power bloomed beneath them. But the attack could not be aborted. The High Command had decreed Novus must fall. Swallowing their misgivings, the warships resumed bombardment, determined to overwhelm the weakened planetary shield through sheer force. Lances of plasma and antimatter scoured the shimmering dome as its generators strained to breaking point. Below, the archmages channeled every scrap of energy to maintain the rift, heedless of the destruction raining down. Their spellcraft had torn a gash in reality, opening a bridge to the realm beyond. What emerged was no longer their concern. With a silent implosion, the dome shattered. Alien munitions rained down unopposed, wiping away entire districts in furnace blasts. The Council observed the carnage with detached calm. The summoning was complete. A new power now held sway over Novus's fate. High above, reality convulsed. A colossal, multi-limbed being coalesced, wreathed in argent flame. The Kithvai vessels nearest the rift broke apart, shredded by its raw psychic force. With a single sweep of its clawed appendages, the entity obliterated half the fleet. The survivors turned to flee but found no escape. Hyperspace itself buckled around the Elder God's presence. In desperation, the Kithvai poured fire into the silver giant to no avail. On the ravaged surface below, the archmages trembled with exhilaration and terror. The price was paid, the ritual complete. Novus's fate now rested in the hands of a cosmic power far beyond their comprehension. With pitiless radiance, the entity turned its attention back to the remaining Kithvai ships. Energies built within the Elder God's outstretched palms, building to an apocalyptic crescendo, and Novus erupted in a silent flash, atomized as the Elder completed the ultimate sacrifice. Across a dozen systems, Kithvai vessels simply ceased to be, wiped from existence in a nanosecond.